Hi, this is Sam with Practically Posh Life, and today's video is going to be a homeschool, homework, virtual learning supply haul. So welcome back. Welcome if you are new. I am Sam, a mom of two girls who are going into first grade and kindergarten this year. And as you can imagine, it has been a challenging time trying to figure out what back to school is going to look like right now. And for many of us, we had to pretty quickly pivot to virtual learning in the spring. And I don't know how it went for some of you. Comment down below and let me know for those of you who had to kind of quickly adjust to virtual learning in the spring how it went. But I can tell you, for me, it was a hot mess. Like, it was challenging. We were just not prepared mentally. We were not prepared with supplies. We were just not ready. We were fueled on just like adrenaline and desperation, and it was sad. We got through it. Everybody's fine. But it was a rough go, especially when you overlay having to still work full time during that time, and my husband's still working full-time during that time. It was just really rough. So one of the things that I had to sit back and evaluate was, with the upcoming school year, regardless of what method it starts out at, it might change. And so for our kids, they are going to be going back on site, assuming all of the numbers, cases, all of those things in our area that we are looking at allow us to go back. Right now it does, but as you all know, it changes week by week. But we also realize, because the situation is so dynamic and changes so rapidly, that even if they do go back, there's a really good possibility that it could change to virtual, or it could change to a hybrid model. And for many of you, you either don't have the options laid out for you yet and you're still waiting direction from the school. The school has already decided that it will all be virtual. You have already decided that it will all be virtual, or that you'll be homeschooling using a different curriculum. Or you are sending your child back either full-time or in some sort of hybrid model. Whatever you're doing, I think all of those options are great, and I think that these are challenging and tough decisions for all of us, and I am not going to sit here and try to tell you what to do with your family. I think only you, your situation, and where you live and your environment will dictate those choices. And I realize that whatever choice we make today, we may have to change at some point based on the situation changing. So even I know that my husband and I planned for one thing, but we have to plan for like option B, option C, and maybe an option we don't even know of right now, because we realize that even if our kids do go back, they may end up virtual or in a hybrid model anyway. So this haul is really designed for that situation. We wanted to be ready for a virtual learning environment again, because we were not ready in the spring. And then we also wanted to get tips and tricks. I wanted to share my haul with you. And as you guys have tips, tricks, please share them down below. This has always been a really helpful community. So I thought if I share some of the things I have in preparation for virtual learning and helping with homework, that you all can share some tips, tricks, or anything that I might be missing, or any suggestions or ideas that you have as you prepare for the upcoming school year. So without further ado, let's get into this. All of these things are at Target, Walmart, Staples, Amazon. It's a mixture of all the usual suspects. And I will try to tell you whether I got them on sale or not, or whether they were from the dollar spot. I'll definitely tell you where they're from. But I usually try to avoid paying full price for things, or pay as little as possible for some of this stuff. So let's get started. I'll start with kind of just the basic supplies. I'm going to be ducking and bending a lot because I have been filming all of these series back to back. So that is why if you've seen any of the other videos in this series, and please make sure you watch them, you're going to see me wearing this same thing over and over again. I just blocked a whole day and said, I'm going to just pull everything out of all the corners they're hiding in and show them to you guys. So first we've got highlighters. Just a pack of highlighters. I got this from Target. We've got color pencils. I picked these up. They're 97 cents. I think I picked them up from Walmart. But there should be about 97 cents anywhere as of July. Anywhere in the US, I wouldn't pay more than 97 cents for those. So this is the time of the year to stock up on color pencils, markers, crayons. You can get the name brand Crayola Crayons for a very reasonable price at this time of the year, and then you don't have to buy them again until they go on sale again next year. I have these Ticonderoga Pencils. This is a pack that I actually purchased last year. I'm probably gonna get another one because we're about little more than halfway through this pack of sharpened pencils, but we love Ticonderoga pencils, so I will probably get another pack to just kind of carry us through the whole school year. Crayons, you probably saw from one of my other videos. If you haven't watched it, I will link it above. With my school supply haul, I have a ton of Crayola crayons, most of which I'm going to be giving to the school, but I also kept some for myself. So I have Crayola crayons at 50 cents a box. So that is part of the supplies that we keep at home. And then I also have these Crayola crayons, which are Colors of the World crayons, and are really meant to just have different skin tone colors, and I think that's going to be great for the girls as they try to draw people and different things. They'll actually have skin colors that they can use instead of coloring everybody brown, orange, or yellow, which is basically what they do today. And these just released this 32 pack, so it's at Walmart only, but you can get Colors of the World markers or the 8-pack of crayons at various different places and on Amazon. So this brand of Colors of the World Crayola is not new. The 32 pack I've only been able to find at Walmart. Okay, so that is that piece. Now let's talk about paper. I have, in addition to this, about 4 reams of computer paper that I got on sale a few months ago, so I think that'll be good. I've got a pack of construction paper, and then I have 2 packs of bright cardstock. One is neon and one is just regular colors. And so I think that this will be helpful for all the arts and crafts projects. I got all of this at Walmart. Then I'm going to show you my Target Dollar Spot haul, and I've got a lot of stuff from the Target Dollar Spot. I just want to get it all here. So from the Target Dollar Spot, I have a couple of things, and I have to give a shout out to the Purple Alphabet. It's a channel that I follow online, and she does a great job every year walking through the back to school section, walking through the Dollar Spot section, and showing all the different things. And I usually watch her video, then I kind of know in my head what I liked, what I want to get, so that when I go into the Target Dollar Spot, I know what I'm looking for, and I don't spend too much time just perusing, especially right now. It's probably not the best time to do that. So I really appreciate the effort that she puts into making sure we are able to see everything. And I got a lot of great ideas from watching that video. So I picked up some timers, and these are a 1-minute timer and a 5-minute timer. So any games that we play, anything we want to do where I say, okay, you have a minute to do this, we have a timer that we can watch. I picked up these little mini dry erasers that have inspirational quotes on them because the kids use dry erase a lot, so I feel like this will be very helpful for them. I also have another, here it is. I'll show it to you guys. This is what I was looking for. These are dry erase kind of finger mitts. So you can also put these on your finger and just quick wipe the board, and if your kids are anything like mine, they use their finger a lot, so I think that this will be helpful to not having them directly wipe with their finger, but put this on first. Then I saw this on her video and immediately went out to Target to go find it, and it was the building block game. And what it is it's a math building block, and this is dry erase. So you can just use a dry erase marker, put a problem on there, they have to solve it, and then they have to build out the visual of the problem. So if it is 4 plus 2 equals 6, then they would put a stack of 4, they would put a stack of 2, and then separately they would build out that it equals 6. And so just to show you, this is kind of what it looks like. So this was $5, and I really think it will help, especially with my incoming kindergartner, as we're teaching her math to use visuals instead of just having her use her fingers or try to figure it out in her head. Then dry erase supplies. I have, each child has one of these and one of these. I have a blank dry erase board that's just blank here, and they can quickly write. For my kindergartner during virtual learning, the teacher would often during the Zoom session do a spelling rapid fire, spell the word whatever, they'd have to write it and then hold up their boards. So this I think will come in handy if we do that again this year. And then the back is just to practice writing. This one is a draw a picture, and then you can write a couple sentences about the picture, and it's a pretty large board. So these are the 2, and again I have 2 of these and 2 of these, so each child will get one. And then I love these dry erase pockets. This one is another one where you can draw a picture and write a few sentences. This one is math, so we can write some problems on here, and it has both addition and subtraction on it. I think that this is going to be great. And the back has the same thing. And then this one is just for practicing writing, and you can practice writing any number of things, but if you've got someone who's learning to write, learning to spell, that's a great dry erase pocket to have. And these were each $1 and found in the at Target in the dollar spot. And then for workbooks that I also got at Target in the dollar spot, I picked up Money and Telling Time. I picked up Subtraction and Addition. The addition and subtraction books are for my daughter going into 1st grade, and then the Money and Telling Time, I picked up 2 of them because each child I think could benefit from learning this. They know some money, but they really struggle with coins. You know, they can tell some, but not all. And unless it's digital, they're not great at telling time either. They can read a digital clock, but they're not great at a clock that has hands on it. So I'm hoping that we can work on some of this over the remainder of the summer and throughout the school year to help them with telling time. These books were each $1. Okay, and then I also picked up this flashcard holder, and this was at the dollar spot at Target, and I could put index cards. If I just quick write out some sight words, I can put them in here. Any other flashcards or note cards, this is a great storage container for that, and it was just $1. And then I also have, here it is, glue. Enough glue to last me a lifetime. This is a 60 pack of glue sticks. It was at an Amazon flash deal for $12. So I snagged it, and I'm just gonna keep it here at home. I was thinking of donating it, but I'm just gonna keep it at home, and I feel like then I will not have to keep buying little glue sticks over and over again for our home supply. And as they get older, they're using it more and more and more just for fun, just to cut things up and glue them together. So I think this will come in handy. Okay, then I've got reward system stuff. I learned in the spring that my kids needed to be motivated somehow. Working at home and learning at home was not going well for them, quite frankly. They really struggled to adapt to focusing and getting things done. They were at home, they didn't want to do that, they wanted to play, they wanted to do other things. And so I had to really try to mirror the reward system that my kindergartner had, which was a prize chest. So I went out and got a prize chest on Amazon. Well, I didn't go out and get one. I ordered a prize chest on Amazon for cheap, and it was just a cardboard box that you had to put together. It took like 2 minutes to put together, so it's not complicated. And then I just ordered some little party favor type stuff from Amazon and filled the chest with it, and that really helped keep them focused and say, hey, if you get this done and you do your 20 minutes of reading and you sit through your Zoom classes successfully without laying all over the place, introducing all of your stuffed animals to the class, all of that stuff, if you can get through that, then you will have, it'll be considered a good day, and you might be able to pick something out of the prize chest. And that really helped give them kind of a reason beyond just I told you so. And this year I'm gonna do that coupled with this punch card, where for each day that they do what they need to do, or you know, we'll figure out what are the things we align on that get a punch, but once they fill up their punch card, then they'll be able to pick something out of the prize chest. And I think that that helps, because I'm not interested in giving them a prize every single day. I want them to work towards it, but I think they need to see progress along the way. So this punch card will really help when they have a good day. Oh, you get another punch. And then they can turn in their completed punch card for a prize in the prize chest. And this was in the Target dollar spot for just $1. And it comes with, it's enough for a whole class, so 30 count, and it's got all sorts of things, so you really have to get one. It's got mermaids, rocket ships, all of that. So that is recognition reward stuff, and I'll probably refresh the prize chest so that it's new fun stuff that they haven't seen before. And then obviously I have crayons and markers as well. I also have this bin, and this bin I got at Michael's, and I got 2 of them, so each child's desk will have one of these on it, and I will put a label on it, and all of their school papers, books will go here. During the spring, papers were everywhere. And this I'm hoping will contain all of them in one spot, so any work in progress or things that still need to be completed will go in this bin, and we can pull them out. And this was about $3 or $4 at Michael's. For me and them, I also got this big pack of Expo markers. It comes with 12 standard Expo markers, 3 fine tip, and then 2 ultra fine tip markers and an eraser. I got this at BJ's. It was about $10 or $11, but I thought that was pretty reasonable for all that you get. And then hopefully I won't have to restock Expo Markers for a while. And then from an electronics standpoint, I got myself a label maker. I've always wanted one, and I found more of a need for one now as I set up my own home office and try to label things for the girls in the school space. I really wanted a label maker, and this was on an Amazon deal, so I was able to snag it for I think like less than $20. And Dymo is a pretty good brand for label making. So haven't opened it or tried it yet, so I can't review it or tell you how good it is, but it got good reviews on Amazon. And then for the kids this year, we really struggled with the technology piece in the spring. For the school that they go to, we're fortunate that every kindergartner gets an iPad and every first grade and up student gets a Chromebook. So my daughter who was in kindergarten got an iPad. Normally for the kindergartners, they leave the iPad at home and just use it every day at school. But obviously when we converted to virtual learning, they sent iPads home, which was great, right? That's where we could do the Zoom, they could look at the Google Class, at all the homework, watch videos, great. The one we got was on its last legs. It was terrible. It couldn't hold a charge, so the minute you unplugged it, it died. The screen halfway through virtual learning, a few weeks into it, everything just went purple. And so everything on the screen was a shade of purple, and you really couldn't see true colors of anything anymore. It was just not a good experience with that iPad. It did the job. We powered through. It was kind of last on my list of things to worry about, so we just kind of made the best of it. But it was not great, and there were some days where it just crapped out on us and it wouldn't turn on. And so we ended up using our own stuff, or I would say, hey, just do your Zoom class on mommy's laptop, and that's fine. But then I'm like, I kind of need my laptop to do work too. So it highlighted for us a need to make sure we had good technology solutions in place, so that even if my first grader this year gets a Chromebook that is in great shape, what if it's a crappy one again? What if it doesn't really work very well? The kindergartner, what if she gets a crappy iPad that doesn't really work very well? Like, we want to have a backup plan, and we want to have something that belongs to them and isn't something that is school property that has to go back to the school. So each child is getting a Samsung Chromebook, and we got these from Walmart for $99 each. So it was a really fantastic deal. These are not super fancy. They're not the kind of investment where I'm going to be heartbroken if it gets cracked. I mean, they're still going to have to take really good care of it and be careful with it. But we were not spending hundreds or $1,000 on a laptop for a 5 and 6.5-year-old. It just wasn't going to happen. So we thought this was a really good solution, and it's consistent with the technology that they use at school in terms of once they're in the first grade and up getting Chromebooks. So this worked out pretty well, and it was a great deal at $99. So we picked up 2 of them, so each child will have that to use. And as I do this schoolroom tour, you'll be able to see kind of how I plan on setting that up. And then to go with their Chromebooks, I also picked up this wireless mouse. And I picked up a little bit of a fun one that has some pink and flower design on it. It was on sale. Usually these wireless mice are about $20 or more. This was $11. So I picked up 2 of these for them to use with their Chromebooks. Again, if they get technology that works really well for school, we will use that. But it really highlighted for us that we needed to get them their own stuff so that we had a backup plan, and that while we were trying to work remotely, we didn't run into all fighting over the same pieces of technology. So I think I'm looking around because I have stuff everywhere and I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. But I do think that that covers everything that I've picked up to prepare us for distance learning, virtual learning, homeschool, whatever, or just plain helping them with their homework evenings and weekends. I think all of this stuff will come in handy. So let me know in the comments how you are handling, what are some of the supplies or favorite things that you have found work well for distance learning, virtual learning, or homeschooling. I'd love to hear what other people are doing, and hopefully all of you are inspired or got some ideas from this video. Make sure that you are subscribed and click the bell notification so that you can watch all the videos in this series. I will also be doing a schoolroom tour to show you guys how I converted our playroom into a playroom slash learning room for the girls, so that as we try to navigate through the upcoming school year, we are prepared for all scenarios and really have a dedicated space for learning for the kids. So please make sure you're subscribed so that you can see that video. And if you found this video helpful and liked it, please make sure that you click the like button, and I will see you in the next video.